Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog version Los Angeles. Now, I've been here for about almost 4 weeks and I just got back from Vegas. I was at SEMA and this is the first thing I filmed since I've gotten here. I know I'm horrible, but I figured I had to film at least something, so here I am. You know, the first week I was here with my girlfriend. We went to Irwindale, we visited, and then she left a week later. Then I did some work that I'm gonna go show you, and then we went to SEMA. So here we are in my little studio. Thank you, Tim and Katherine. And let's go see what's outside. So outside, there are two vehicles that I'm gonna show you. The first one was acquired last year, and it pretty much sat until I got back here. The other one, Tim went to get, and how about I go show you? Let's start with the first one that was acquired last year.
Hey Zeki, what's up buddy? Yes, what's up?
Now, as I was saying, the first vehicle that you're gonna see was acquired just about a year ago, and it was bought as a non-running vehicle. I managed to get it working, we managed to get it working like a couple of, I think the next day. It was something really stupid. The battery negative cable was not connected to the chassis. So it was connected to the engine, and the engine had no engine to chassis ground. So obviously nothing can work. And the vehicle was bone stock except for like a broken aftermarket front bumper, some side skirts, aftermarket side skirts, aftermarket rear bumper, and it's multiple color. So what I did, and Tim, we installed coilovers, we installed wheels that are not 5x1 14.3. So when you see the car, you'll be a bit confused, but we found a crazy deal on some really nice wheels, actually Dai Yoshihara wheels, the ones he used to run on his S13 Formula D years ago. And yeah, so we installed coilovers, we installed the wheels. We had to use adapter spacers to fit the wheels, but the deal was too good, and the fitment actually ended up being insane. I had to roll the front fenders and roll the quarters and pull the quarters a bit, and installed a stock front bumper with a front lip. And I should stop talking and just show it to you. So here it is. It is a 1995 Zenki S14. Little rough around the edges. These are the Dai Yoshihara wheels. Actually really nice wheels. And look at that nice fitment I pulled off. I did that with the experience of my first S14 with the Getaway wheels. And yeah, I pulled the stock wing off. Looks better without. And what else was done? Tim cleaned up the interior. He switched the seats. It had some S13 seats, leather seats that didn't fit properly. So we went ahead and got some temporary seats, some beige leather that just needs some cleaning. Got an energy hub, got a Vertex wheel, installed that, and yes, it is automatic. Over the winter, Tim managed to source an automatic tranny. We got everything to swap this vehicle manual. We didn't do it. I was supposed to do it when I was here, but this car still needed a lot of work. It needed the suspension, the wheels, and the biggest thing, it needs to go to smog. So for people who are not from California, in California and in Nevada, and probably other states in the States, you have to do a smog test every 2 years. So they make sure that the EGR is working properly and everything related to emissions. Right now, after driving the car for about 30-40 minutes, a check engine came on, and it is an EGR code. So pretty sure this thing won't pass emissions. So we have to figure that out. So I figured the most important thing would be to pass emissions first before doing the manual swap. But we have everything. We have a tranny that's here. We have the ECU, we have the pedal, we have the clutch master, the clutch slave, the clutch line. Oh no, we need to get a clutch line. That's the only thing we're missing. But so we have everything. So I'll probably do it next time I'm here. Hopefully it doesn't take a year for me to get back here, but really happy with the, the outcome of the look of the vehicle. Looks really nice. Obviously it's multiple colors, but the advantages of cars in California are, I don't know if we're gonna see it, but these frame rails are mint. Yeah, you can't really see, but even just working on a vehicle like this, there was not one bolt that was jammed. You just turn the bolt, boom, comes out. It's not at all like at home in Quebec in Canada. So that's it for the first S14. Oh, I just spilled the beans. So the second one is a second S14. I'm just gonna move something out of the way and I'll show it to you. All right, awesome. So, wow, look at that sunset. Gotta love California. So the second chassis was picked up in the winter. Now Tim found this chassis for sale. Story behind it is apparently it belonged to someone at the Hoonigans. They did a tube front end. They did a cage with like drag racing door bars, and I guess they abandoned the project. So they were selling it as a non-rolling shell, no subframe, no suspension, no arms, nothing. Just they included a front cross member. So the deal was good, and I just told Tim, go get it. Go get it. It's too much of an amazing price. So he went to get it. Had a crazy difficult time getting the car here because it was a non-rolling shell. They put like one big caster plate in the back with 4 wheels and one caster wheel in the front, and apparently it was one heck of a disaster. But he got it here, and I guess I could show it to you guys. So yeah, obviously it doesn't look like much. Tim managed to get his hands on a carbon Zenki hood, but I don't know if it's going to be staying Zenki. You could see the tube front end. You could see that the front cross member is installed backwards. The rack should be in the back, unless they were trying to do something like Odie or James Dean. So yeah, that's up in here, and I'll show you the cage. Yeah, so nice simple cage. No X bars, but it's not the end of the world. It's not gonna, for now, this is not gonna be a competition car, and you can see the door bars that just go down. It's like a drag style. And other than that, it's pretty bare. There's not much other stuff to it. Just a stock front rear bumper, stock trunk, and that's about it. So the plan for this car is to build like a fun drift car. So Tim and I are gonna tag team it together, build it together. A couple of weeks ago we decided to put an LS in it. We're gonna do like pretty much the same project as I did with my S14 in Canada. A little less intense, like more budget. So right away we found a crazy deal in a scrapyard in Riverside for a AR5 tranny, which is what I'm running in my car in Canada. Obviously it's not a T56, not a dog box, not the strongest thing. I'd rather be running a dog box or a T56, but you know, to build an engine and buy a tranny at the same time is a little intense. So we got the AR5, got it really cheap, so you can see it's right there. And honestly, for what this car is going to be doing, it's going to be enough. And you know, worst case, if any of my trannies either here or in Canada blow, just buy another one. That's what's great. You know, a T56 is like 3,500 or 4,000. It's ridiculous. So yeah, so we decided to put an LS in here. We're not sure if we're going to put a 5.3 or a 6-liter. I'd probably rather put a 6-liter, you know, since I built exactly the same thing at home and I know everything. So we'll see about that. And for other parts that we picked up, I don't even know where we put them. It's a bit of a mess here. But we bought the rear subframe. Oh, here it is. We went to buy the rear subframe. Came with some arms. I already have a set of adjustable traction arms. We have some camber arms. I will need some tow arms. Diff, we sourced one, an open diff but welded, 410. We're gonna go get that. And in the front, pretty much have everything. One thing, S14 steering racks are getting really hard to find. It's crazy. I was told an S13 one would fit. I'd rather put an S14, but if I could fit an S13 one, those are easier to find. So what I was thinking for front, like steering angle and everything, I'm probably going to be switching my S14 at home to something more serious. I'm not sure yet. Part Shop Max, FDF, Just Engineering. We'll see. Wisefab, I don't know. We'll see in this winter. But so what I was going to do is I'm going to take everything off that car. You know, I'm gonna build a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna build the chassis harness for this car this winter using my car as for mock-up, and I'm just gonna ship a bunch of parts or bring them with me when I come next time, and hopefully get this car running the next time I'm here. So those are the crazy projects we have in Los Angeles for right now. Every night you have a beautiful sky in California. I love it. Now, I don't think I took any videos except maybe one of Chelsea and Vaughn doing some demos at SEMA. Took a lot of pictures, but I'm not going to bore you guys by just showing pictures in a vlog. So unfortunately, I'm going to end it right there. Like I said, it's my last night here. I'm just going to go enjoy the last evening, have a good supper with Tim and Katherine, my friends. Tim didn't want to be on the video. He's a little bit shy, but just to give you a background of who Tim and Katherine are. Tim was from LA. He moved for 10 years to Montreal, and he was in the car scene. He had a beautiful S13 that we painted when I used to work at AutoWorks, which is now called CarWorks. They painted my Prelude, they painted my S14. So if ever you need a body shop, hit them up. They do amazing work. But yeah, so I met Tim when he was living in Montreal. We rented a garage together for multiple years, and maybe about like 8 or 9 years ago, he moved back to LA, and he bought a house like maybe 8 years ago, and beautiful home. They have two, it's a bit of a mess because they're working on it, so don't judge them, but it's a beautiful home. You have their home is up here. This used to be a garage, but it's converted to a rental unit, and they have another building that they're working on that's going to be split up for Airbnb or whatnot, and I'm staying in this side. So very cool. Katherine is Tim's wife, obviously, and she's from Quebec. So really happy to get to see them. They're amazing people, and I'm so happy to be with them. So I'm gonna go enjoy my last evening with them, and so hopefully I have to get back on. I have a bunch of videos that I have not edited yet to make a vlog, like stuff of the S14. I did the last round of DMCC. I did not film anything. I was too concentrated on just driving and having fun, but hopefully I'll get back in the beat. This winter we're gonna work on some stuff, and yeah, so have a good end of day, morning, night, whenever you're watching this video, and we'll catch you later.